Ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cohen gets it again on second.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then... bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second and 10.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow on play action.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Out quickly to Chase.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get him?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down and run with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On play action, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Bulldozes past him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Burrow on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and 3.
Man open, it's Goodwin. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And left side here, it's Graham. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Graham. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A final shot before the break. Fields
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. From his own end zone, Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
A gain of 6 there on first. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 40 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Cole. Beasley, 66 yards.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Williams. Williams to return.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.